Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho, we knew this thing was going to be a very daunting task.
Yeah.
Without Tyrese Halliburton, who is the all-NBA player, the all-star, and the Pacers led the game until the very end. But the Celtics and Drew Holiday gets a three-point play on one end to give him a one-point lead, strips the ball from Nembhard on the other end, and hits two free throws. And so they end up winning the game 114 to 111. The Boston Celtics trailed much of the entirety of the game. Last time they led until they took the lead for good, they led 32-31. I don't really know what else the Pacers can do, Ocho, because they can't play any better. Pascal Siakam had 22 points. Miles Turner had 22 points and 10 rebounds. Nembhard, he had 32 points. TJ McConnell came off the bench. He gave you 23 points. So they had four guys with 20 plus points. They shot 50% from the floor, but Boston wins the three-point line again. Boston wins the free throw line again. And that's the difference in the ball game. And plus, the Pacers had some untimely turnovers. You've got, when you're playing a team they're better than you. There's no way around it. Their five is better than your five. You can dig back into the game when you bring your bench in because we know the type of bench that the Pacers possess. Right. But the starting five for the Celtics are better than the starting five for the Indiana Pacers. And you can't turn the ball over, Ocho. Miles Turner had 5 turnovers. If you look at the points off a turnover, let me go to the team stats right quick. I'll give you that, and I'm going to let you chime in and see, tell me what you thought. Points off turnover. Boston had 20. And so you're going to give them 20 points off your turnovers. You're going to lose the three-point line. You lost. They're plus 33 from the three-point line. They're plus, they shot, 12 more free throws. They made 6 more free throws. So that's 39 points that they're better than you. Well, when you throw in, and you got 13 off their turnovers, so 7. So that's 46 points that you gave up, Pacers. So I think it's going to be a sweep, Ocho. I think this series is over Monday, and Boston is going to have a rest for an extended period of time for an opportunity to get Kristaps Porzingis back healthy. What did you take from the game tonight, Ocho?
I mean, listen, first off, the Pacers run up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down the court. Yes, they only had 5 threes tonight. Normally, I forgot, you might know the quote a little better than me. You cut the head off a snake, the rest of the body dies.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, well, they showed other than that tonight. No Halliburton tonight. But again, everybody else stepped up and played superior ball. They like you said, they led most of the game, and the turnovers is what killed them. The turnover, man, goddamn Nembhard, man, was phenomenal. Miles Turner was phenomenal. Siakam was phenomenal. The turnovers hurt.
Yep.
The turnovers hurt. But it was a good game. I was hoping they could have held on and won tonight's game. But obviously, I think the Celtics were a little bit too much. And I mean, their starting five is better.
They're better
than the Pacers starting five. And with the absence of Tyrese Halliburton, it makes it that much more difficult. But they played with some heart tonight, man, and showed that they could almost get it done. But it's just not enough.
I'm sure Pacer fans believe they should be up 2-1. They were in a very similar situation in game one, had the game won, and they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
Right.
And the nice game, they're up 8 points late in the fourth. They're up as many as 18. They're up by 8 in the fourth quarter. And the turnovers and the mistakes and the defensive assignments, leaving guys you leave Al Horford for a wide open three. You see he has the 3 ball. Yes, he has the 3 ball going. You can't continuously make those mistakes.
Right.
It's the mistakes at the most inopportune times, because you can't say all mistakes are not created equal.
Right.
If I turn the ball over in the first quarter, or if I throw a pick in the first quarter, that's not the same as a pick to end the game. That's not the same as a pick late in the ball game. That's not the same. Even though it's still an interception and it goes on you against you. But they're not the same.
No.
Turnovers, missed defensive assignments, they don't weigh the same. They weigh more according to where we are in the course of the ball game.
Right.
And that's when I look at it and watch this game very, very closely, that was the difference in the ball game. Jayson Tatum had it going tonight.
Hey.
He had 36, 12 of 23, 5 of 10. He didn't shoot the free throws very well. I know he's very disappointed about that, but he had an outstanding game. He was 36, 10, and 8 with a steal and 2 blocks.
He must have watched the show. He must have watched the show, because we just talked about Jayson Tatum not showing up and Jaylen Brown being the better player throughout not just this series, but the playoffs in general. And all of a sudden, Jayson Tatum said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
And came out and showed the hell out tonight.
Yeah. JB didn't play bad.
He ain't gonna have to play like that consistently.
Yes.
Especially once you get to this damn finals.
Yes. Jaylen Brown had 24 points. He was 10 of 18, 1 of 5. Derek White was 3 of 11, 2 of 8, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Holiday was 4 of 10. He didn't shoot the 3 ball well. He was perfect from the foul line, played outstanding defense when he absolutely needed to. Al Horford was the difference in the ball game, because time after time, he made timely 3 after timely 3 after timely 3. He's 7 of 12 from the 3. He had 23 points. And Jayson Tatum had 36, 10, and 8, almost a triple-double. But the difference in the ball game, and you look at the Pacers bench, you got 23 from McConnell. You got a deuce from so you got 23, 25, 27. You got 31 points from your bench. You outscored them from the bench points, 31-4. And that's how Pacers beat you. They're able to bring guys off the bench. I love TJ McConnell's game.
Yeah.
Boy, he's tough. He can make big time shots. He's gonna play outstanding defense. Yes, he's undersized.
Right.
But what he lacks and what your physical traits, he more than makes up with heart and desire and determination. But I thought the Pacers had this game. I thought they could make this a series. I don't think there's anybody out there, with the exception of Boston fans, that don't think the Pacers should be up 2-1 right now. Boston fans like, nah, blah, but I believe they should be up 2-1. And the thing is, Ocho, when you look at it, people are saying Rick Carlisle should have called a timeout. When they got that rebound,
right,
he should have called a timeout. But I understand why he didn't, because he didn't want Boston to set up their defense.
Right.
A lot of times when you call a timeout, you're going to allow a team to set a defense to you.
You let them regroup.
Everybody's helter-skelter. They're all over the place. But give Holiday credit. He's a strong guy. And once he feels you can make contact with his lower body, he's going to reach in with the poke.
Yeah.
And he got it out. He made an outstanding play. And so give him credit for that. I don't have a problem with Carlisle not calling a timeout. Maybe Nembhard needed to slow it down, but I understand. He's like, well, they're helter-skelter. They're dispersed.
See, that clock running. How many times has Nembhard been in that situation where the clock is going down? Normally, the ball in that situation would be in someone else's hands.
Yeah, you hope we've been in Halliburton's hand. But think about it. Nembhard knows that the clock, he's under the gun from the clock. Guess who else knows that? Holiday. He knows he's got to do something suddenly also.
Yeah.
So now he gets to play like, oh, you got to make a move here. And once you go behind your back, well, I know you want to go in that direction. That's the reason you put the ball behind your back. You no longer want to go in the direction with your left hand. You put it behind your back to try to get to your shooting hand. He knows that. He reaches in. He gets the poke out, and he made an outstanding play. Like I said, I don't know if the Pacers can play any better than what they played tonight. I don't see it, Ocho. I don't see it. You got 4 guys with at least 20-plus points. You shoot almost 51% from the floor. The only thing is the 3 ball is killing you. You're 5 of 22. They're 23% from the 3. The Celtics are 35%, but they're 16 of 46. So that's a plus 33 from the 3-point line, and they're plus 6 as far as makes from the free throw line. Plus the 20 points that you get, plus your minus 7 you were down in the points off turnover. I just don't see how they play any better than what they played tonight, Ocho.
The only thing they can do is get those 4 individuals that played very well tonight. to keep that same momentum going to the next game, and then be able to hit the threes and eliminate the turnovers, and then they'll be fine.
Well, Boston says what happens when we make our threes? We're only 35%. We take more, make more than anybody in the NBA this year. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You lose Hallie, who's, the heartbeat of your team. He's the guy that gets it all going. He's supposed to calm you down. But we saw what happened to him in game one, because what we lauded him for during the regular season, he had a couple of gaffes late in game one that ended up costing them the game. And in this game here, they had a couple of miscues, blown defensive assignment, turnovers late that ended up costing them the game as well. But give the Celtics credit. The Celtics go on the road in a very hostile environment and find a way to claw out a victory, 114-111, and they're one win away from going to the NBA Finals to face the winner of the Mavericks and the Timberwolves series. So give those guys credit. Give Boston credit. There's a reason why they won as many games as they did. There's a reason why they're the number one overall seed. They had two guys that made the All-Star game. They have a first-team All-NBA selection in Jayson Tatum. Derek White is an outstanding, because they can switch everything. They have Derek White is an outstanding defensive guard. So is Holiday. Big Al can play defense. We know JT and JB can switch everything. So congratulations to them on a very hard-fought victory. They go up 3-0 with a chance to close this thing out on Memorial Day.